This is a global news update. Tensions between the United States and Iran are rapidly escalating, with strong indications that a U.S. military strike on Iran could take place within days. While potential targets are becoming clearer, the outcome of any confrontation remains deeply uncertain. Military analysts suggest that the United States may launch surgical precision strikes, focusing on Iran's Revolutionary Guard bases, missile storage facilities, and possibly nuclear sites. These operations would aim to minimize civilian casualties while delivering a decisive blow to Iran's military leadership. However, history paints a troubling picture. Past Western interventions in the Middle East, such as in Iraq, Libya, and Syria, have often resulted in prolonged instability rather than peace. A rapid transition to democracy in Iran, while hopeful, is widely considered overly optimistic. One possible scenario is the collapse of Iran's current regime, followed by a short period of chaos and eventually a political transition. Some analysts point to exiled opposition figures as potential transitional leaders, though this remains highly uncertain. Another scenario suggests the regime survives but becomes severely constrained, surrounded by a massive U.S. military presence across the region. This could force Iran to alter its policies and behavior, similar to what has occurred in other sanctioned states. There is also the possibility of a military takeover from within Iran, led not by the regular army but by the powerful Revolutionary Guard forces, who maintain deep control over the country's security structure. Iran has repeatedly warned that it would retaliate immediately against any U.S. attack. Potential responses include missile strikes on American bases across the Middle East, as well as targets in Israel, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and other regional allies. Another major concern is the Strait of Hormuz, a critical global shipping choke point. Iran could deploy naval mines in the strait, through which nearly 1/4 of the world's oil and gas supply passes, an action that would severely disrupt global trade and energy markets. Any escalation could trigger a wider regional war, pushing oil prices higher and sending shockwaves through the global economy. With military forces on high alert across multiple countries, even a small miscalculation could have far-reaching consequences. As the situation develops, the world watches anxiously. The coming days may prove decisive, not just for the Middle East but for global stability as a whole. This has been a Global News Update.